Hi there, it's Kevin with RogueDeckBuilder.com here with a tooth and nail deck in Modern. I wanted to leave you guys something to view while I'm gone in Vegas. We'll be doing some updates, some video log updates and whatnot, but I thought I'd leave you some gameplay. This is my go-to Modern deck right now. This is my favorite Modern deck in the format. I mean, I like Shred Red and I like Soul Sisters. This is my fun deck, would be the Tooth and Nail. So anyway, just the deck tech, what separates this from a few of the other Tooth and Nail is I run Blood Moons in the sideboard, as well as a single copy of Dragonlord Atarka to give me another win condition with Xenagos. Xenagos can actually get Dragonlord Atarka, and that's lethal through making Dragonlord Atarka 16/16 and 5 damage to the face. So other than that, it's pretty much a Tooth and Nail with heavy Garruk Wildspeakers and a few other cool stuff in the sideboard like Bozejus. So anywho, we'll get into this. I think this is a mulligan. I don't think I can keep this. It is a 5-lander and no way to ramp. So this is worse. This is much, much, much worse. But it does have a Voyaging Satyr Arbor Elf. This is a mulligan though. And this is even worse. So I'm wishing I would have kept my first hand, but unfortunately we'll get stuck with this 1-lander Utopia Sprawl. Don't think we can just get a basic. And see, now this is where Blood Moon's going to shine, is against a Tron. And this should be a very easy matchup for us because we're a lot quicker than Tron, but not when we get such a terrible start. And this makes it a little bit easier. We need to get a land off the top here and not have our Arbor Elf Pyroclasmed. And he's going to run stuff like Nature's Claim to even combat my Utopia Sprawl. So Blood Moons aren't nearly as good as they would be without, like, him not seeing. I don't think he's going to expect a Blood Moon, especially since I would have foothilled into a basic. He's probably just thinking that I am just filtering through my lands. So we miss our land drop, but we're able to Utopia Sprawl on our forest, and it can add for green is fine. And unfortunately though, we just attack in with the Arbor Elf. Primal Command would have been really good here. If we're going to bring in every hate card in the history of mankind versus Tron, I think that if I can think about the easiest matchup, Tron would be one of them. As we just begin to, I mean, there's a lot of ways to shut down the Tron combo. Beast Within, Bramble Crush. I did cut down some copies of Bramble Crush. Like, there's only 3 in the sideboard now, but we're playing a full play set of Beast Within. 3 main board, 1 sideboard. Blood Moons, 2 Acidic Slimes. I could even bring in, now I'm not going to bring anything else. This is going to be Eternal Witness lock with the Primal Commands. So we can go back over to the game. Sure, we'll get in for 1. Nothing better to do. Missed that land drop. We mulled the 5 though. I still think this is a better keep than the first one because we do have the Utopia Sprawl. We can next turn we can cast a free Garruk, right? He's got a natural Tron. If he goes Karn here, we just lose. Hope it's just a Wormcoil Engine. It's Karn, so he gets rid of the Utopia Sprawl, and yeah, that just wins the game. All right, we're not going to show him much more. That was just a bad draw. We would have hit the Windswept Heath next turn, but here's where it gets scary for him. Atarka can come out. Emrakul does the job. I don't think we need an Atarka. Wormcoil Engine doesn't need to come in. Garruk does not need to come in. Acidic Slimes are great. Harmonizes are kind of weird in this matchup. The Bramble Crushes, yes, they're necessary though. And that's another change. I've cut down to 2 Harmonizes. And, geez, this is a lot of stuff, and I don't even know what to cut. I don't cut Garruks. I don't cut Beast Withins. We could actually cut the Voyaging Satyrs if he's going to run Pyroclasms and just, yeah, I think that's actually the right line of play. Now, this does make it so we can't get out of quick. Tooth and Nail. But we're going to hit it eventually. We can even cut down in the Tooth and Nails. Maybe that's the route I go. And we can keep in another Arbor Elf or 2. Because the route that we're going to play this is just going to beat him down with Garruk Wildspeak. So I'm going to go down to 2 Tooth and Nails and keep in some Arbor Elves, but I don't want to get blown out by a Pyroclasm. So I'm sure he's going to bring in the Nature's Claims. That was a natural Tron, by the way. He didn't even need to tutor it. The Ancient Stirrings, he found a Grove, so he had 3 of his lands he needed. Yes, we'd like to play first. This is better, but still not that great. It's keepable. This, we still need a land. 22 lands. First hand was 5 lands. He mulls to 6. This is going to be pretty good for us. So here we just get a Stomping Grounds. Arbor Elf. Other than Stomping Grounds is kind of weird with the Blood Moon. Grove is weak. It means it can't do a 4th turn Tron. But he is going to try to go for a Pyroclasm. We just need to draw into lands. And he reveals an Urza's Mine. So come on, land off the top. That is beautiful. So Utopia Sprawl can go on the forest. And now we have 4 mana. We'll just harmonize here. Which will allow, yeah, 4 mana. That will harmonize, draw 3 cards. Maybe I do need to go up higher back into the harmonizes. But I'm thinking that, what should I do? Green's still fine. We have the 1 red source we need. And we'll harmonize, finds, Overgrowth, Utopia Sprawl. We're in great shape. He can't Pyroclasm to lock us out here. We still have 3 turns before he can really do anything. So the reason why I like Tooth and Nail is it's really well positioned. It's fun and it's incredibly well positioned. It can beat anything. Can beat Burn. Ghost Quarter is annoying, but that's only net up, and that's net down him a land. So that's not that big of a deal, to be honest. So Bramble Crush, can't quite Bramble Crush. Yes, we can. We'll crush off his source. Again, it's just going to be Utopia Sprawl on the forest. The Harmonize was really good because it found us some... found us, what, an Overgrowth and a Bramble Crush and a Utopia Sprawl. So again, green's fine. And now we can untap this again. And we'll crush off his Grove. So now he's down 2 lands with his Grove. And now he's going to play a Mine next turn. We're going to kill it with a Beast Within or Acidic Slime. Both are okay. Expedition map. Who cares? Yeah, now especially with the forest, because this allows us to Overgrowth on the forest. Untap it. And we can actually slime here. Take out his mine. Now he's a mine down. 3 lands. And he just misses a land drop. So Acidic Slime's going to eventually get the job done. I don't know if we need a Utopia Sprawl here. I think we just Eternal Witness for a Harmonize. And if I were him, he could easily scoop here. He could Pyroclasm wipe my board, but as far as card advantage, we're getting a lot from the Eternal Witness Harmonize. Untap the forest. I don't want to run into another ghost card. I don't know how many they run, though. Usually it's just 1 or 2. We'll Harmonize. And we did... There's a land for the turn. And we could Beast Within. Beast Within is pointless, though. I think we'll see Utopia Sprawl on the forest. And then get in there for 2. Whoops, I didn't even need a mana. I could Beast Within his Expedition map. Not a necessity. So Acidic Slime. And he is down to an 18. And I apologize for the lack. I'll try to continue talking here because I'm not going to edit this video. I'm just going to upload it directly to YouTube without making any changes. So it looks like our opponent actually might be commentating too because he's definitely pausing in between decisions. So don't know the name, the whole David. Have no clue who this is, but that's my best guess. So there's a tower. We will blow it up. He might be able to... He's going to Nature's Claim me here? Kill off an Overgrowth? That's pointless at this point. I have enough mana for anything. No, he just wanted to cycle through things. So... Do I care about Beast Within in a turn? I don't think I need to. Let him use his mana next turn Expedition map. We will just, I guess, Xenagos here. Hey, look, in 4 hours it's going offline. All right, so Xenagos. Give our Acidic Slime +2/+2. Xenagos cannot give himself haste. So unfortunately, you have to wait a turn to attack with Xenagos. But at least we're getting in for some decent damage and keeping up a Beast Within. Which I most likely will do right after the blocks. Or on his tap step so he can't attack in for whatever reason. So he's down to an 11. And then here at his upkeep, we'll Beast Within a tower. And it doesn't matter if he floats anything. It is going to be useless in Tron. Tron has no anything to do with... Yeah, you can float all you want. It goes away right now. There you go. All right. So he gets a Beast token, which can block a Acidic Slime. But what I'm going to do is end up giving... Now, we'll give Acidic Slime. Eternal Witness trades. Acidic Slime. If I give it to Arbor Elf, he can't block no matter what and just dies. Because +2/+2... And then 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, no. He'll be down to a 1. So, yeah, that's annoying. Let's just go to attacks here. So, which one? I wanted to force him to block this Acidic Slime. Which is what's going to end up happening. And then he still takes... Yeah, he has to. Because if he doesn't, he takes enough for lethal. And there's nothing to do with the power plant. So he had the Tower Mine and power plant again. He had Natural Tron in his hand. I don't know if he drew into it, but decided to go Grove first. Not quite sure. Rather than Natural Tron, but either way, it didn't matter. We had the nuts versus Tron. Attacking with everything. He has to block the Xenagos. Or the Acidic Slime. He cannot choose to block Eternal Witness or... Yeah. Goes down to a 4. And we'll rinse and repeat. I'll just go ahead and tutor out a land. And then upkeep. Beast Within the power plant. And there's the concession. So, don't know what he'd bring in. Again, Tooth and Nail I don't think is necessary. I think that's the way we go, is just lock him out. I want more Harmonizes in this match, but it's fine. The Ghost Quarters is a bit of a problem. I'm thinking Pyroclasms are still in his deck, though. So I don't want to go heavy on the Voyaging Satyr or Arbor Elf and just get blown out by a Pyroclasm. That's the theory, but I might, to race the Tron, I might have to ramp. Do I even need an Emrakul for Tooth and Nail, is the thing. Because we have a decent... It can get 2 acidic slimes, and that's all we need against this. I still want the threat in there. But if I get rid of Xenagos and Emrakul for another 2 more like Voyaging Satyrs, that might be just better. But Emrakul, Xenagos, I think I'll keep it in. Well, 2 acidic slimes kills 2 of his things. I don't know if that's going to end up being the wrong play, is keeping Emrakul in here. My whole thought process is they're dead cards in this matchup because I'm not going to be using Tooth and Nail to finish him. And I don't see me getting out, if I'm cutting the Arbor Elves and the Voyaging Satyrs out, I'm not really seeing the potential turn 3 Tooth and Nail. And just going more heavy into the acidic, or just going into heavier into like 2 more Arbor Elves, or 1 more Arbor Elf and more Voyaging Satyr, allows me to get that quick Blood Moon. And now in hindsight, that's probably the right play, is to get rid of Emrakul. But that's always a threat. It's always there if he struggles a little bit, doesn't hit that Pyroclasm. Yeah, it's definitely hindsight now. I take the Emrakul and the Xenagos out, and I bring in the 1 more Arbor Elf and the 1 more Voyaging Satyr, and then just go for that turn 2 Blood Moon. Especially the Arbor Elf. I could actually cut Emrakul and Xenagos and then put in an Arbor Elf and a Garruk Collar of the Pride. Or, not Collar of Pride, that's a Johnny. Garruk, not Primal Hunter either. What is the one? Yeah, it is Primal Hunter. Primal Hunter. It would be a play, but maybe just another Tooth and Nail, though, at that point, because Tooth and Nail does get 2 acidic slimes, or acidic slime and Eternal Witness, which is very, very powerful in this matchup. All right, so there is the Tooth and Nail. Unfortunately, this is slow, but it is keepable, so we will keep this. If he has Natural Tron, we just lose. And once again, Natural Tron is what you say for when they don't have to find it with like Ancient Stirrings or anything. Hope he has a handful of Pyroclasms. So an Ancient Stirrings here to try to find one of his other key pieces. And he finds the mine. He quickly picks it up. He's going to play it here. And... yeah, this might just be spell doom. I should have gone Arbor Elf and made him Pyroclasm, because we're still we're still 2 turns off, and we still don't even have anything to interact. This is weird that Natural Tron for Karn. No, just a Spellskite. I can still hit a Blood Moon here. Expedition Map, which can go get him another Tower of Mine. But I'm in terrible, terrible, terrible shape. For Eye of Ugin. Yeah, that is not going to do it. Really slow hand. Shouldn't have kept it. Because now I can play an Eye of Ugin, hit an Emrakul, and just win. So I can add 3, 4, 5 next turn. There's the Ugin. He can tutor up an Eldrazi. I have to be able to destroy it. Bramble Crush is it. I take out, I guess, a tower here. And that does not help against the Spellskite does not work. So that is a bit lucky. He can still tutor up the Emrakul for 7. Can't change it. It is not a non-creature permanent. But nice try. You can do it again. And we can spend 5 up there. He figures it out now. So he's going to go to no, he can go get any colorless. What does that do? Colorless creature, you can get a Wormcoil Engine. He does indeed get the Wormcoil Engine. And I only have 2 mana at my disposal, which isn't enough to really lock him out. So let's just hope he doesn't have another tower. He does not, just a Grove. And Sylvan Scrying, though, does allow him to go get a tower. So now we have to find a way to destroy Ugh, it's another Tooth and Nail. We can Garrick here. To untap these for an Eternal Witness, but he can cast the Wormcoil Engine. I think we'll be okay, though. Because it's not, he tutored up a Wormcoil and not an Eldrazi. He gets the tower next turn, he will be able to. Harmonize could find me something. Did I play a land this turn? I can't remember if I did or not. So I think I get the Wooded Foothills. And then Eternal Witness for the Bramble Crush. Or just plain Harmonize here. Is Harmonize just better? Because we can cast both. Yeah, because we can cast the Tooth and Nail and just win next turn. There's a Blood Moon. So, bad news is he gets a Wormcoil out. Good news is we get or a Karn. I think you kill the forest here. Karn's actually a weak play because we just Bramble Crush it. But this doesn't allow us to Blood Moon and Bramble Crush. And you can leave up anti-Blood Moon. But I don't get a Tooth and Nail here and just win. So I think we thin out the deck even more. We do have Bramble Crush mana. Blood Moon should shut him down here. Does he have the... He does not have the mana for it. We can untap Forest. Sure, both of these. And then we can Bramble Crush Karn. Which... He can cast a Wormcoil next turn if he just even has a land. But this should really put him on the ropes. Because I can block a Wormcoil for literally 5 turns with a Garrick. Now, he could kill the Blood Moon here as well. But that would take his turn. I think what he does is he just plays a Wormcoil. And we'll kill a tower. Pyroclasm is probably the weakest card in the entire world. I don't know why he wouldn't go Wormcoil there. Because he's going to go Oblivion Stone. And then try to sacrifice it to kill the Blood Moon. But I think I can Bramble Crush the Oblivion Stone. Or just kill the tower, but then he's still not too far away. Yeah, when we just naturally draw into a Bramble Crush, that makes life really easy. So, but we have to kill the Oblivion Stone. And the Heath can't... I don't know. I still think that we Eternal Witness. For a Harmonize at this point. And then pass a turn. Now he should Wormcoil. But Wormcoil, again, is incredibly weak against this hand. Get a free Overgrowth here. But he could kill Garrick. Now, we'll plus Garrick still rather than put out a blocker. Because he Pyroclasms, he can hit Garrick for quite a bit. So we can now tap this for 3, 4, 5... And then this is another 3 for 8. So it's actually just going to be Harmonize. And Utopia's probably nice. Because it's just a free card. Excuse me. And then we can untap here and here. For another Utopia Sprawl. But unfortunately, that's as far as this road goes. Because this is only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But he does get some value, especially with the Pyroclasm. Ancient Stirrings can find him another Oblivion Stone or a Wormcoil Engine. Or a land. Expedition map, it's fine. Which can go get him a Ghost Quarter. And you can play the Ghost Quarter, kill the Utopia Sprawl. Oh, no, he can't. Ha! That's right, Blood Moon. So that was a dumb tutor on his part. But he does Pyroclasm. And now he can hit Garrick. We have the backup Garrick. And that's why I plussed him anyway. And now we should win the game with... There's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. For Entwine Tooth and Nail. Which gets us the Xenagos and the Emrakul. Puts the Xenagos and the Emrakul in play. We untap these two to play... Well, we can just do another Garrick. Will that net us up? I don't know if that gets us up to Tooth and Nail. Yes, it does. Gets us up to another Tooth and Nail. No, it doesn't. But we can still search your library for up to 2 creature cards. Yes, it does. There we go. Which gets us Acidic Slime, an Eternal Witness, puts 2 acidic slimes on the battlefield. And this should wipe his board now, because we're going to kill a tower and the Spellskite. I guess he can redirect the first one to the Spellskite. Yeah, Spellskite's annoying, for sure. But Emrakul is going to get huge. And that's game anyway. So hope you enjoyed this game, and I'll see you guys in Grand Prix Vegas for all those that are attending. Come say hi. I'll be at the Coolstuff Inc booth a lot of the times. If not, I will check the Facebook. I'm going to send out a message for a meetup. We're going to try to meet up in it and either have dinner or drinks somewhere. So hope you enjoyed this match. I did. And every time I beat Tron, it's a special place in my heart to when I crush a Tron deck. Anyway, this has been Kevin with RogueDeckBuilder.com. Thanks for watching.